Alright, I just wanted to record this quick video. It's actually a follow-up video for scanning the markets, but it's gonna also be about how you can get yourself free and just and increase your win rates, increase your profits, and while doing that, basically not giving up on your freedoms, right? So I'll start with the scanning of markets. All right, what you need to do is look, there are like 4,000, 5,000, maybe even more crypto pairs, right? So in reality, you cannot really chase each single one of them. So what you need to do is two things basically. One is FA based, one is TA based. FA based is simple. You just scan socials and see what the narrative is. Okay, what's trending? Like the AI narrative, for example. If the AI narrative is trending, then you should be looking at AI at these areas and then go to capture this move. And the idea here is you try to accumulate there and or just buy here and sit. Let the market do the lifting for you. Okay. You don't need to trade this shit. You just need to hold on to it until a reasonable point, which is this could be a good area to realize some profits, right? Maybe you could argue this could be so there's and one there. So already three take profit areas, right? Simple stuff. Long accumulation phase, narrative behind, and wait for the breakout. That's it, simple as that. You can also obviously add our favorite tools, like I don't know why it doesn't work. Where is it? Oh nice, it's deleted. Okay. Like this, where basically it's just add some sort of EMA structure here, and then you can time the market accordingly, right? So that's your breakout point, and just hold on to the narrative, long accumulation, trend ready, send. You can find it with many. Like I'm just going with the narratives right now, so. You can find this with many other stuff. AI was the most recent narrative, so, or Chinese narrative, whatever, this should be the breakout around here somewhere, probably, yeah, around here. So take it and take profit, that's it. This is a weekly chart, so 2 weeks, you're doing nothing basically, just watching the chart once a day. That's it. That's all you need to do. And there is like breakout, few weeks, like 1.5 months, and next logical TP area there, around somewhere here, right? Whatever, just wherever you find it, doesn't matter. Take profit is the easy part. And this is FA plus TA, right? That's the breakout. That's the breakout, hold. One thing I like to do is to look for coins that are in there above their weekly 50s, or having some kind of weekly divergence. For example, this one is not that, but we can probably see something if you look close enough. Again, same structure. AI narrative, trend ready, sent. maybe you took profit here. AI narrative, trend ready, send. All right, so you get the point. I'm not going to go through all of these. So you see there are phases of the market. So there's this phase, right, when everything goes up. There's this phase when everything goes down, and there's the reversal phase, and that's that. So in here you're looking for lower time frames. Basically everything is going to be under weekly 50, right, until it flips. So at this point you're looking for the ones that are above daily or above 4 hours. Okay, here daily and 4 hours. In here you can look for anything above that's above their weeklies. So for example, at this stage this coin should be on your watch list for this potential move up, because after this, and also here it should be on your watch list again, trend break, huge move up. So look for the ones that are above weeklies, weekly 50s, or just retesting it, and then put your on your watch list, and then look for lower time frame setups, okay, to get in. That way you just make a short list of potential high gainers, right? You want to capture this. You don't want to, deal with this, that. That's for scalpers, And scalpers, being a scalper, if you're not really good at it, and like a 99% is not, it's not profitable at all, right? All you need to do is you need to make a short list, take it in the bucket, and then look for sniper entries here in the lower time frames. That's how you can focus your energy, because looking at all these watch lists, it's gonna be super time consuming. But if you narrow it down to the most effective ones, the ones that has most potential, then you're already one step ahead, right? For example, let's check some of the coins, and then we'll try to find. For example, this guy is above 50. Let's start with this guy. How about daily then? Daily is roaming around 50, but not the best look for now. But certainly you should keep an eye on it, because still it's above support. Not the best look. This is definitely not the best look. So for this to be actionable on the lower time frame, you basically want it above here. Okay, set an alarm here. If it gets above there, you just hit market order and first target these highs, and then looking to scale out further. But these should be the first targets, so you can just pacify this risk and maybe add more on the way depending on the conditions. So but now is not the best time to get in, right? Because time frames don't match. Time frames don't speak the same language. The daily is so-so, weekly is a bit extended, and 4 hour definitely doesn't look good, so I don't need to go any further. But let's check some other stuff. I hope it's just I'm trying to, what I'm trying to say is understood. Like, you don't have to. What the fuck is this really? Yeah. So, for example, let's check some of the good-looking ones. Again, let's go to weekly. Look, this guy is just crossing 50. Okay, so that's a potential. So I'm adding XRP to the list, obviously. All right, and then also flip this area mid-range, flip this MA, and now I can check the lower time frame. In the lower time frame, so many tabs open. In the lower time frame, I'm gonna check to see if I can find the bounce point, which is, this is a first potential point, right? But RSI says it may go lower to this area. So in here, I'm just gonna set some alarms around this area, and when it comes there, then I'll look for lower time frame sniper entries, and I put some size behind it and try to ride it higher. Instead of taking small 10 trades, you take one trade but good setup and use the same risk that you would use on 10 trades on one trade and get the biggest result. Because losing 10 trades one after another, let's say 1% risk or 0.5% risk, is gonna be 5% risk altogether, right? Use that 5% risk here with your sniper entry, put some size behind it, and try to ride this one. That's the simplest way to make money. Yeah, it's not that simple, thinking you don't trust your setup, or whatever your mental condition is, but if you can manage the emotion, this is the best way to go. And by the way, I think scalping needs more emotionlessness than this, because this is rather easier than the scalping approach. The only thing scalping is just immediate gratifications. You take the trade, you get out here, that's it, and you instantly made money. But even if you fail right away, so it's just done. It's not, your brain is not occupied with this. It's in and out, but there is more chance that you're gonna lose. So you need to choose quality over quantity. Take one good setup, use all this ammunition there, and then you'll see the result. And plus, since it's gonna take some time, you don't have to, once you take the trade, you just have to wait. That's it. For example, let's say we took this trade, right? We took this trade here, somewhere, and we were riding it higher, and that probably this was our stop. Yeah, this was our stop. So imagine this, we took this trade, yeah, we took some heat. But at the end, what happened? I just didn't do anything. I used that 5% risk. For example, let's say your account size is 10,000. Instead of taking $1,000, 10 trades, you take one $10,000 trade here, and you know it's almost like 5% anyways. So it's like taking 10 scalp trades. You use this one, and at the end of the day, even with this, without reaching the final target, let's say it reached this here, you already made $400. It's a 4-hour trade. So imagine that catching this with $1,000 would make you $230. Catching this with 10,000 would make you $2,300. All right, that's the difference. Instead of getting chopped up here, you just take this one trade and book 2,300 profit. You have a distance stop. It's less likely that if you choose the stop, well, of course, less likely that you're gonna get stopped. You can even go for this one. Let's say you go for this one. This is a 2-hour trade, and still, then you can enter $5,000 here and make 1,000, like 400 or something like that. See the point? There's no point with trying to squeeze, make something out of these, like 1% moves. You want to catch this one. That's one setup. You waited all this, but you caught one. It's worth all of these and plus more, because you're not going to be able to win all of these. That's why it's best to wait for the good setup to come to you. And for that, you need to eliminate the ones that have less potential and work on the ones that have more potential. And then that goes with choosing your populating your watch list well. Let's say, for example, here. For example, this blur, I just found this, right? Let's see the weekly. Weekly will not show us anything because it's a new coin. Daily looks a bit interesting. Because I can see that it's kind of curling up and it has a potential to go towards there. It's 16% run. Okay, let's check and it's like hanging around 50, so it's a good sign. In here, it's just crossing 4 hours. So if it starts doing this, then it means that it's gonna flip the daily also. So that's a good candidate to keep an eye on. So I would add blur on my list. Why? Because it also has this kind of breakout pattern right there, right here. It's kind of, it looks like it's kind of breaking out right now. So this has the potential to go there, right? And that will be your target. So that's not bad. We're talking about potential. So why would I bother with something that could go there when I have something that could go there? That's the thought behind it. Or for example, let's check RLC. Like this guy just bouncing off 50. That's a great candidate, and it already made like a great move after. Let's see if we can squeeze this a little further. And what happened here? Okay, it's above daily. That's good. So I can look for any pullbacks around this area to relong it, right? Or at least, let's say, here. Like if it dips or it bounce, fine. If it dips, reclaims, then take the trade. More size, if of course if the asset you're trading allows that size, and that's it. Always look for the highest potential. Minimum effort, maximum gain. For example, this guy, weekly, is above 50 probably because it's above the EMA. It's above 50, right? If it can also flip this area, let me just delete this and grab this one. Yeah, if it can flip this area, then that will be great, you know? So I would definitely watch this. If it does this, hold, then I have a potential that can go there and there. So that should be on the watch list if it does this. So add an alarm here, like this, and just wait. You don't have to do anything other than this. You don't have to watch charts just once every day. Just look for these link. Look at this. Now it's coming back up again, flipping this, and it has a potential to go there, and if the market conditions are right, maybe there, right? So take it to your watch list, because after this consolidation, maybe if the conditions are right, this can just do this, right? Big consolidation leads to big breakout, and this is like being consolidating forever consolidating. So expect some shit big here. FXS just sitting right here on top of this. So that's a good candidate, no? Just add it to the list and watch what's going on. Let's go back to lower time frames. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, this doesn't look particularly good, but You know where you can get in though, right? Like above here, you should be getting on board. So set an alarm here. FTM. This looks great. Bouncing off here. How is the weekly? Weekly amazing. Just bouncing off. If it breaks out from here, where do you see this going? Isn't it at least here? $1 at least. So, I mean, of course you need to keep an eye on this one. Let's go back to lower time frames. What's happening here? We're just sitting on top of this, maybe a little bit higher for that. Let's check the 3-day also. Alright. Let's check 4 hours then. 4 hours is also kind of trying to hold on to this level. So what you need to see is the flip of this, right? You need to see the flip of this. Flip. Enter. Write it. And you can time this with BTC. If BTC starts running, these guys are gonna start running. So buy shitloads of spot BTC. Or BNB, for example, if it comes down there, that would be great, no? I mean, I'm not gonna go through all charts, it's just I'm trying to get the message across. But yeah, it shows that this area would be a nice area to start bidding, you know, this area. EMA coming up here, there's a demand here. So basically this area should be a good area. 300, 305 should be a good area for BNB to start running. Obviously, one more thing you need to consider is above 50. It's below this zone. If it flips, then it should run, and it should run big, because it's, look, this 50, like weekly 50s usually end up with big pushes. If it gets cleared out of this, it can even push here to 500s maybe, or even at least here, like for maybe even here. It depends on the conditions. And the condition is what? The condition is if BTC continues this rally, and which is, you basically there's so many lines here. You basically like one quick spike down and then rally towards there, at least towards this region, 40Ks, 38, 40Ks. What you don't want to see is BTC coming back down here. Then cut everything, look for shorts, sell all spot and sell shorts. That's it. But as long as we're above there, we should be fine. As long as we're above here, we should be fine. If it starts coming back down there, even for retest, then I will be like, okay, there's a problem here. Because when it breaks out, it doesn't retest. When it breaks out, it doesn't retest. Even, you know, much later it comes like this, but this even didn't retest. So don't look for retests. The other one is if it does this, you know, if it starts breaking down, is the exact same here. We talked about this. You know, you want this to go. You don't want it to come back and retest and, you know, do this, because it usually doesn't. If it comes down here, it starts breaking down. So this could be it too. That's the only thing you don't want. You want a quick spike further from here, like there's a gap between, and then at least clear some local lows and then continue. So that's how you set up your, see this weekly here, how beautiful that was. Once the weekly closes like this pin bar, you get on board, and that's it. This you could catch, and potentially this. Alright guys, I think this would be enough for now, and let me know what you think. Cheers.